Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast 247 live on channel 247, and I am Doreen Arthur. Today, we're talking about lots of things that are happening here in Ghana, especially about the tomato traders, the whole terrorism attack, and what the government is saying about it. We're also going to touch on the anti-LGBTQ that has been reintroduced in Parliament, and also a conversation about Ghana ports used as a conduit for the importation of substandard electrical cables, urging a more balanced assessment on the country's regulatory framework. And this morning I have with me Samson Asiki Awingobet. He's Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association, and he joins me on the conversation this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
How you doing?
I've been talking to men here.
So this is the first time?
I nearly said chief.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. And my name is not Asiki. It's Asaki.
Asaki. Thanks for the correction.
So, Awingobet.
Yeah. And I love what you're wearing today.
Thank you. It's a full good day.
It's a full good day.
Yeah.
Now,
His Excellency the President has declared that every Wednesday we should flag the food
made in Ghana.
So
yours looks very rich.
Yes.
It looks very heavy too.
Yes, I'm a royal man. I'm from a royal family, so I'm wearing two.
Oh.
Yes, so I'm wearing this.
Okay. Is it a two-in-one?
And I'm wearing this.
Wow.
Yes, that look. So you see that when I stand up, you see.
Yes, you look different.
Sitting on me nicely.
Oh. This is definitely from. This is like specially customized for you.
This from home.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it. I like what you're wearing. It's very colorful.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the tomato crisis. I won't call it crisis, but with the whole thing that is happening, it's quite sad. Now, what engagement has happened between Ghana and the Burkina Faso authorities relating to this issue so far from your end as the Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association?
Well, first and foremost, let me say a very big good morning to your cherished viewers and those who are watching. I have a little bit cold, so my voice is breaking. It's not my usual voice, but I'll manage.
Okay.
Let me say that it's rather unfortunate that this incident has really occurred, and it hit Ghana so hard at the time that we didn't expect the list to happen. Even though security watchers are saying that the chemistry is there. We know that the Sahel area, there have been these jihadists, and so Ghana government should have been pragmatic enough. But you see, we also need to know whether at the time of their moving, did they also inform the security operative that we are going to do business here? So we need an escort, and the security operative decline or what? I don't think that is the issue. Okay. On behalf of myself and the board of directors of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, we want to use this opportunity to send out our deepest condolences to the bereaved family for their great loss. Because it's not easy that I'm going to come, then you meet your untimely death in that manner. Even in the Islamic, they will say that what God gives and takes, but this is not the kind of takes that we expect. Yeah. And so it's rather unfortunate that incident has occurred. And also, we cannot say because of the incident that has occurred, Ghana and government and Burkina Faso will not do business together. Because of course, we remember Burkina Faso haul their cargo through our ports and export their product also through our ports here. And not only Burkina Faso, we also have other Niger and other countries that are also using our ports here. I don't know what government have done so far, but what I know is that I think I read that yesterday my regional minister, I'm from the Upper East region.
Yes.
My regional minister and the security operative met with the women who were rescued. They had engagement with them to actually know what actually transpired.
Okay.
His Excellency the President, I was with him yesterday at the conference center when he also announced that Ghana military is arranging to bring those of our sisters and brothers who are alive back to Ghana safely. And I think that government has been pragmatic in responding to the call of what has really occurred or met with our family, brothers and sisters in the Burkina Faso. Indeed, I think that the Burkina Faso government too is also working hand in hand with the government of Ghana to make sure that that incident will not happen again. For us, if you ask me, I will say that since yesterday I'm advising that if people can even, when you are traveling to someone's hometown, you might not know the route. But if that person is coming, he may know. That person will know where is the best route to use, and that he or she cannot get lost. And so, if possible, business will build with trust. And I think that if that trust is there, they should be able to, what do you want to say? They should be able to engage with their counterparts in Burkina Faso, and then we'll use the ECOWAS system, the PAPS system, to transfer money to pay, and then they'll bring the cargo to you.
So there's no need for them to go there.
So there's no need for them to actually go, because there are people who sit here and other goods from China, other goods from the US, and it comes to them, to us a lot. So I think I can tell you quite clearly, frankly, that maybe we have to adopt. The Ghanaian culture is
yes, they want to see.
I know what. Yeah. But if you build trust, at least you've been doing business for long on that corridor. You definitely have some friends, some relations, some market women that if you send them money, they will be able to buy exactly what you need and then send it to you. Quite apart from that, we don't have real, and I would say that we have a real that goes to Burkina Faso and come to Ghana. Why can't we send it through so the rail will bring it? And we do not also have a cargo from Burkina Faso to this cargo plane. I'm talking about cargo plane. Of course, even if there's cargo planes, this our market women cannot afford, because cargo freight is very expensive. And so I think now that those mechanisms are not in place, what I would suggest is that maybe the Ghana government, military, and the Burkina Faso military should come to cooperation, where if they are leaving, if our people are going, then they can escort them to the Burkina Faso end. Then the Burkina Faso will pick them to their end. They purchase the product, they brought them, then the Ghanaian military also bring them. Quite apart from that, they have to also deploy drones to make sure that at least
the borders are safe.
And then we ourselves see something. Because if you look at one of the ladies' narrative, I can tell you, maybe if at the time they heard people, if they had moved, they would have gone far, and those people wouldn't have gotten them. But somebody was saying they shouldn't move, they should stay. And you see,
they
like
were quite
that.
Unsure
So they should have moved. If they had moved, I'm sure probably this thing wouldn't have. Okay, but it has occurred already, so we can't blame there. I think that it is something that is critical. And then if we also see some of the place, we should try to also alert. And now that this jihadist is being able to put this havoc on us, it's unfortunate, but what can we say? If you ask me last but not the least, I would say that if it's about Burkina Faso tomatoes is much because of the weather. The women, if you ask the market women, they will tell you the comparison is that when they pick Ghanaian tomatoes 2-3 days, it gets rotten.
But the ones from Burkina last longer.
So Minister of Agri should take this opportunity to get to the breed of the seedlings of that one from Burkina Faso. And then bring it for our farmers here. Our farmers, we can also, if they do take our salt, why not? Burkina Faso in the north, Burkina and the northern part, Boku area, to come to Bolga and the rest. The salt is almost the same thing. The weather is almost the same thing. It's very hot, warm. Zebule area, or I'm coming from the Zebule part of Ghana, the Boku area. So we that land oil is very fertile that we can irrigate more, do more irrigation so that we can produce more of the tomatoes to feed, so that to avoid our people going to meet this their untimely death, which shouldn't entertain at this point in time.
Okay, but with all the things you said, don't you think that it will cause extra charges for these market women to engage in all these businesses if they're to involve the government institutions? Maybe they are supposed to inform the embassies or inform the authorities about them traveling to go and carry these goods and bring them to Ghana to come and sell them.
But for now, we have no choice. We have no option.
Okay.
They will continue to do business.
Meaning that the prices of the tomatoes that we'll be buying will be now, it would increase more than...
No, but if government is escorting them, doesn't mean the government is going to take them money to escort them. If the military is escorting them. Because at the end of the day, if you go to the military camp, don't they cook?
They cook.
If you go to your home, don't you cook?
We all cook.
It's for the purpose of Ghana. Maybe, as to speak, I don't know how availability of our tomatoes is. Whether what we have produced, is it sufficient to feed us? If it's sufficient, then that means what the market women are bringing. They are rather making sure that Ghana doesn't have a shortage of tomatoes. You get it? So it's the gap that they are breaching. So if they left that gap, if they say because of it will be a cost, or the cost will be very huge on them, and they will increase the price, then we are going to have insecurity of tomatoes because there's a gap.
Okay.
If there's no demand, there won't be supply.
Okay. Do these market women have engagement with your association as to?
No, so far as I'm aware, I have not. I'm yet to. I tasked my team to see if they can get their leadership. But if you look at it quite clearly, they need to be with us. But I think they should have their own association, especially those who are trading with the corridor. But we are the external body, so I've tasked my team to reach out to see if they can get their contact. Then we can talk to them and know what are the challenges, and also find out from them what did they think. You know, they met them yesterday. I think yesterday I was talking to some media house, or just your media house, and I suggested, I was somewhere too, I believe, and I suggested that yes, I appreciate the Prime Minister making effort to meet them on behalf of government. The military people were there, couples were there, but I strongly believe that we need psychologists to be talking to them. Because some of them they have seen something that they have never seen it in their life.
There's panic and fear.
It will forever be with them in their life, and so they need psychologists to really talk to them, especially those who were there. They saw how they shot the men, and they saw how they put the whole place ablaze in fire. It's so horrifying, and I think that we need to really work on them to come to normal. Yeah.
Now, apart from the tomato sellers, are there any other situations of attacks relating to the industry that you find yourself in?
Not that I know, until what we heard from the Burkina Faso, that was reported, but not that. I don't know whether but they are National also come to pick cargo from Ghana here to Burkina Faso. I have not heard anything, but this has called to action that there's a need for government of Ghana to really, because I've heard or I read somewhere when one so-called, I call him so-called because I don't expect a security expert to speak the way he spoke, that it's the cost of the government. The government knew the science and the government still allowed these people. I mean, people are doing businesses. People travel every day to Europe and everything. Did they tell government that I'm traveling?
No, they don't inform them.
Yeah, you buy your ticket, then you get to the airport, then you are traveling. So, but if an incident happen, let us treat it as national issue.
Yes.
But coming to blame government, that is government knows about their death, like government is aware that these people, jihadists were there to attack them, and the government say allow them to go. No government would agree to that. No government would be irresponsible to take it away. To say this Samson Asake was coming to this studio. He knows that if I come here, they will attack me, and government will not send military or send security operative to come and rescue me. No, government will not. The government is a very responsible government. So when I see a security expert speaking in that direction, then you ask yourself that what is he up to? Is he trying to set the government against the bereaved family or what? I don't think that is the best way. But as it may, I think the government will definitely put security operative on the ground and intelligence people together. And so that's why I said we ourselves, what we see, let us say something.
When you see something, you see
so
something.
I believe that campaign have to reignite again. Because in the previous government, it was one of the things that so maybe the national security and the Ministry of Interior will have to get the budget at least every morning, every radio station, every television, when you come on air like this to discuss, let's re-engineer this campaign so that our people will also be very responsive. That if you see any strange person moving within, please just alert the security operatives to really come on time. Because other than that, before you say Jack, they had already come to attack. Yesterday like this, there was an attack, a robbery attack in my village market, Benaba market. They said broad daylight. The guys just came there with guns, then they collect mobile money and they run away. So maybe some of these things, government should take the responsibility to say, okay, in market days, let's put securities. They might not. You don't need them to be in uniform.
Yes, but at least they should just be around.
They can have short sidearms, be in plain dresses, but at strategic locations. So if such a thing they can really quiet the whole thing. So I think we need to re-strategize again, re-engineer again, and then you see the way forward. Even the last time I was talking about this market issues with fire and strategic installations with explosions. If you go to, I think, Kenya or where, in the night, the military is everywhere. If you go to Kaneshi or Katamata that got burned the last time, in the night, the military should be there. They will sack everybody out.
Just
And
to
they will
make
take
sure
control.
that no fire
Yes,
is
and they will
coming
take
up.
control. As soon as 6 p.m., the military will come around. They will sack everybody, go to your house. Then they'll keep the place.
They have eye everywhere to make sure that
Exactly.
in check.
That's what is happening. Kenya. If you go to Kenya in the night, is it Kenya or Rwanda? One of them. In the night, the military is everywhere. So strategic areas, big markets. In the night, let's send the military out there to keep the place safe. Both military and police. What are they doing?
Okay.
You understand?
I get
That
your
is
point.
strategic. The last time, medical store of Tema Central got burned. If we send military in order to those very
If
vital,
people are watching over the place, they know what is happening.
is that a
At least they
very
can-
vital areas?
Yes.
You know, people, hey, this in the night, every night. So yes, I hear you. Nobody will go near there.
Nobody will try to.
Nobody will go
anything.
near there.
Yeah.
They will go to augment what the watchmen. Tema those days, they were securities in the market. Then you add the military to augment the work. So that if the security man is there and something happens, he can alert
And
the
there's
military.
a backup there to handle the
so
issue.
I think that government of Ghana should be able to take this serious.
Now, relating to that particular conversation, how serious is the problem of substandard electrical cables entering Ghana through the port?
Well, I think I issued a statement and I said to it that I appreciate what the chairman of the board chair, Professor Gachi, spoke about, that for public health and other things. That is good. But let me say emphatically that the substandard goods that we are seeing, or electrical cables or material that we are seeing in that market, is not coming from the port. That I can vouch for it.
Okay.
Because our borders are very porous. My brothers or our colleagues from Guta is always complaining about Anago people coming through our borders and electrical, and they bring the electricals from our borders. So you ask yourself that our standards authority there to test those things, and then they brought in. They are the bulb that you put in, you buy, you put it tomorrow, poof, then you have to go and buy another bulb again. But in the port, it's a security control area. So when the cargo arrives, landed, and has the prerequisite documentation like certificate of conformity, standardization, what the Energy Commission have built with time is that if they knew that it's a second is compliant, my cargo, they will clear it to my warehouse, but on surveillance, they will lock it up and say, you cannot sell this product. We will have to do ABCD. When they are done and they are satisfied, then they will now issue you the certified certificate and say and give you go ahead. Quite apart from the port that they are there to control those, take those controls, standards authorities are also there. It's not only the Energy Commission. And besides that, if you go to the market, we have the Energy Commission have their surveillance team. Standards Authority has their surveillance team. So you see, people want to sit in their offices and do the magic. You cannot sit in your office and do the magic. You should have team. Their job is if you come to the morning and report.
To go on the grounds.
You have to go to the grounds. There are others who are also supposed to do the laboratory work. There are others who are supposed to do the paperwork in the office. Yeah, so we should have every department should be taxed to work. In Ghana here, it is when the problem occurred, then we are not running helter skelter.
Now going back to check.
We don't take precautions to be able to say, okay, to anticipate. You see, the white man always thought of good and the bad. Okay, we black man, we are taking the good side. But we are not predicted to say, or preempted to say, okay, what if this done? So what are the mechanisms you put in place? The last time I was asking, you see, the last time there's something, you know, I'm a maritime person. I was asking one of my maritime guys, okay, what is Ghana contingent in terms of rescue team? If there's casualties at sea,
This is a very serious
if there's casualties at sea, if a vessel is coming and there's explosions, if a vessel is coming and the vessel got sunk, if there's piracy,
what's the standby plan for?
If you go to what you call it at the I think the western part where we are doing the oil and gas, the oil, okay, the rig. What if there's a floating of the oil or the crude? You know, it will affect our seamen, our brothers who go to fishing. So when there's leakage or there's the oil spillage, we call it spillage. What is the contingency that we have that This is our national contingency team for rescue.
Yes. I get
Do we have it? If you ask me, I'll tell you, I don't think we have them. But when something happens, that is why we are now looking for help us. Let's get these people. But such a national contingency team, you need NADMO, you need the police, like the marine police, you need the navy, you need the fire service, you need
always be on standby.
You need an expert, so that we say this is our contingency team. So if there's spillage, quickly we have the malls that they can take it there to quiet the place, and so that to avoid. And even some countries, they will even pay the fishermen, because if there's spillage and they cannot go to fishing because the oil is everywhere, they cannot go to fishing for that period. Government will have to pay them because that is where they go and get their livelihood.
Yes.
So government will have to. So if it's the negligence of the vessel owner, then the vessel owner will have to pay some money to government for government to pay to this people. And the same because there's a spillage for this number of weeks or months. Don't go until we are able to curb and control the situation. So we do not have it. You remember some years ago, President Kufuor time, there were some explosions around the around the Valco area at the port, fishing harbor, around the port, close to the Valco long rooms. There was some explosions. Ask yourself up to now, where is the report?
There's not been any reports.
What have been our experience? That after that explosions, there was a committee that was set up. What was the government white paper about that explosion that occurred there? And if in future something of that occur, what are the things that we have to do? If in the maritime domain there are stages that if such a thing occur, first thing what you need to do, second thing what you need to do before they can give you go ahead to do the full investigation and bring the report.
Okay.
So we sit in this country, everybody is talking things without thinking
about the
that
solution.
If there's issues, what do we do? I hope you are getting the point.
I get what point
so these are some of the challenges that we are having as a country, and I think that we really have to push. And some of us are prepared to do advocacy because the maritime domain is my domain. That's why I did my master's in. So I understand the sector very well, and he should bring fugu to all of them. So
demands are high now.
So demand is high. So there will be shortage.
Yes.
People have to produce more.
And not to think some
so something. There's opportunity. When the opportunity open, importers will import goods into. Let me tell you, if we say we are cutting off importation today, yes, we can take decision to say we are cutting off importation today. Maybe, for example, rice, because we can produce rice. But the quantity that we are producing, is it sufficient for us?
Yeah.
No. So I am saying that I'm not against banning of rice, but let us have it to a certain level.
Where we can
say, okay, look, we are consuming maybe 800,000 metric tons. We are producing 500,000 metric tons. Importers bring only 300,000 metric tons. I'm happy.
Yes.
Just to fill the gap. Let's look at the numbers. If you ask last time, someone said last year was 1.1 something million metric tons. Was it all consumed here, or some went on transit to either Burkina Faso or Niger and the rest?
That's a question.
So we have to ask. We do not have the data. If you go to Nigeria right now and you say you want to have the data, we will not have the data.
Yes.
We don't have the data that we are even producing. Go to Minister of Agri and ask Minister of Agri that what is the data of our rice quantity per metric tons now that we are producing? What is the data of our poultry product that we're producing per metric now? So but we see that the government has a good intention. Okay, so they want to commercialize things like the cocoa and kete and others. It's good, but at what time? It should be 2 years' time. It should be 3 years' time. Then we'll be self-sufficient. Then we say, oh, look, we cannot allow you to bring in this amount of buy from the local market. And at that time, you see the box, when you buy a frozen chicken box, if you buy a box, maybe now a box is costing how much? Is it 400 or 500? It could be.
Yeah.
But how many chicken are in it? Sometimes about more than 5 chicken or 10 chicken in it. But in Ghana, if you want to go and buy chicken, last time you want to buy chicken, people were talking about 150.
Yes, you get 250, you get 200.
250, 200 per live bed. Is that
yes, a live bed.
So a carpenter, a mason, can they afford to be buying 250, 200 all the time?
No,
so unless it comes to a time that a fowl can be bought, let's say 60 series, 50 series,
So if you do more of the okokwan, you go to the market, you buy very good
It
fowl,
will be very
or 50 cities, and so capital nation, ordinary Ghanaians can also afford to get protein. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Protein is a must. It's not that it's for rich people. When we were children, back in the days, you eat the whole week without seeing meat.
Yes, it's only on Christmas.
And what is Christmas kind?
That's the time you
But
see.
that shouldn't be. Today's children, if you give them food without meat,
They'll
you will not
complain.
even eat. You understand? When it was they are starting touching the meat before the food. In our time, how they'll hit you in your face.
Finish the food
your
first
your
before.
face will fall in the food. And the story you are geguru. You know geguru means you are cat. It's cat that see meat and want to jump to. They want to jump to meat. You understand? So the dynamics are changing. So I strongly believe that yes, I, Samson Asake, as executive secretary, I'm a strong advocate. You know about that.
Yes.
I would love to advocate to support the government if the government do the needful thing. Even sometimes, look, the last time, Eric Opoko is my very good friend.
Okay.
Some of the things that they do at the ministry, they don't even remember to say, oh, let's engage the Import and Export Association. Let us bring them up to speed. Let him even understand what is here so that when in his advocacy, they can also advocate to support. Look, guess this week, last week or so, I issued a statement about self-financing gold aggregators.
Okay.
That has been launched by Gold Board. And I was expecting that the Gold Board
Itself.
should have asked the CEO to call me to find out that, Mr. Sake, the statement that you issue, what is it about? Because what did I say? I said, if you go to the Gold Board, they have licensed people to do business. And some of the people that they license, Gold Board pick their own money and give to them to go and buy the gold. Others too, they give them the same license and they have to find their own money to buy the gold. So those people have gone to get loans, raise equity, capital market to raise money. And they are paying high interest. The one that you license and you give him the money, that person, even if he's paying interest, advance interest is minimal. Because it means that you, the same Gold Board, who is a regulator, is also competing with the people. I raised this issue. This is a genuine issue. And I said, even the self-financing people, when they bring their gold proceeds to Ghana, when they export, the gold proceeds comes to Ghana, Bank of Ghana and Gold Board, it takes a longer time to release their money to them.
Okay.
These people are running on loans. So when the repatriation comes, please, the proceeds come back, give them the money. Then we are saying that even when they say they want to do knowing your customer, someone apply, you want to know the person, you want to do due diligence, it's taking a longer time. That investors doesn't also is not falling off the confidence and the trust they have for their business partners that come to raise money from them, want to do good, and saying that, oh, I put in an application and it's taking a longer time for Gold Board to give me the approval. Okay. I think yesterday or this week I saw that Gold Board have gone to put something on their website that they are suspending new licenses for self-financing tier 1 and tier 2. And I said, well, you are refusing to respond to Asake. I paid a courtesy call to the chief executive in 2025, and I told him, Sami Jevida, look, important response where I sit. Anything that leaves the source or anything that comes on their issues, they come to my desk. I want us to work together. Let's collaborate.
So
if you have issues, you can even inform me. I'm told that last Friday or last Thursday, Gold Board had a meeting with the gold and the aggregators and other things. But they did not even invite the important association. At least once you have a courtesy to remind you, look, this meeting that we are having to discuss the issues is for betterment of Mother Ghana. Let's invite Mr. Sake and his team to come and also sit in the meeting and hear what is happening. So that when the people go behind to come and tell him A or B, he will have been well informed
about it. So
I have been to Gold Board Center to meet the Gold Board CEO. I have not met him. Even last year, 2025, we wrote to him that, look, important exporters, Gold Board, you are exporting the gold and you are bringing the money back.
They need to involve.
They should subscribe to us. Okay, they should subscribe to us. Pay a subscription fee. Even if we write to you and you don't want to subscribe to it, and the courtesy will demand that you write officially back to the institution. You write officially, and knowing that we have a good relationship, is that how you should treat it?
Not at all.
So you see, we have a country that when they're in opposition, they behave different. When they're in government, then they behave different. But you see, the good thing is that I told there was one DG of Ghana Maritime Authority some time ago. I said, look, you know what? The seat that you are sitting, you go, and I will still be here.
Yes.
I will still be here because that's the work I do. I set important export association to do advocate for over 11 years now. So you should know that this man is a very experienced person. And me, I will not just go and take information and throw it to your face or accuse you for nothing. The issues are raised on the gold board. Go and look for the statement. Are legitimate, are reality, and I was expecting gold board, somebody at gold board to pick a phone and say, Mr. Saka, please, this issue come, let's discuss. No, it's not, or even to deny. They should come back to respond that, oh, yes, the issue you raised about gold board, about the self-financing people, about the due diligence people that is delayed, about when their monies come to the Bank of Ghana, they are not having access to it, it's been delayed. Oh, about we are saying that, okay, get set up an
escrow. For like consultation from
yes, get set up an escrow account so that if somebody, as Saka says, I'm from Dubai, I'm from here, I want gold in Ghana, and gold board is the sole agent to send gold out. I am bringing $500 million. Let that $500 million hit Bank of Ghana account. Let us see the money. Then we can give you the approval. Okay. I have raised issues, and I was expecting my very good friend Sami Gefi. And besides, I'm a national chairman of a party. PNC, we declare support for John Mahama and the NDC. We campaign in trenches with them, and they won. So if I sit here and I raise issue, you should call me.
Okay.
So
now,
I want us
to touch a little bit on.
So I'm saying this so that the board chairman of Gold Board, the board of director of Gold Board, they should draw the young man attention that the issues that the association importance and as well association is are raising are very legitimate. Engage them.
Okay. So I want your final words on all the things that you've said in relation to that. So are you saying that Gold Board should have that communication with you in terms of when they are trying to put in regulations or they're trying to involve other things, they should always make sure they communicate with your association when it comes
absolutely to... If they're engaging the aggregators, when they buy food, they are exporting. And we are importing and export association. And we are paid the currency call. I'm not happy that your IT department, when you go to other media houses, the issues that you say that they'll put on the crawler. So that the issues are raised will be on the crawl so that he sit in his office, he knows the issues I'm raising here. Okay. You understand?
I guess that's
so that is how you can communicate effectively to get it out there. Yes, so the issue is if they have a meeting with the aggregator, they should invite us. We need to be in that table because at the end of the day, they will come and tell us different. But if we are on the round table with them, we hear the issues, we know what we all agreed. Then when we go out and you raise the issue, I can come to say, no. In that meeting, I go, but this was what happened. Or the issues that you people have brought to me and I raised, this is how Gold Board is addressing the issue. Is that nothing?
Yes.
You bring everybody to speed. And for Mother Ghana, last year, 2025, Gold Board brought $10 billion. It's not the one that is helping us to speak now. Dollar to CD is not up to 12 CDs.
Yes.
So I appreciate the
everyone's
work
input is also trying to
I appreciate the work of the Gold Board, the contribution that they have brought, because previous years, people were taking our gold out without any accounting. But now we are not seeing the prudence of that strategic institution. The only thing I said was Gold Board should be a regulator and not a competitor. Okay. And it's key. Bank of Ghana can also set up banks, banking halls all over the country and say, if you're not certified with Commercial Bank or ADB or RS, come and do business with Bank of Ghana. Okay. But Bank of Ghana, because it's a regulator, stay to it regulatory form. So I expect that Gold Board too should stay to it regulatory form. That's why. Instead of being instead of being a competitor, you can't last somebody to go and do business and you tend to do the same business with the person. I mean, it doesn't work like that.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming here and having this conversation with us. There are lots of things we could talk about, but because of time, we can't do all of them.
I'm grateful.
Okay. And I've been speaking with the Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association.
Just 1 second. I have been doing some campaign this week or this month.
Okay.
I said, if you are a Ghanaian and you go to the market to buy a commodity worth of 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever, demand your VAT receipt.
Okay.
Demand the VAT receipt because that is why GRA is having problem. And I also said GRA staff should be like the commercial banks where the relationship managers come to us to look for business.
Okay.
If you are going around, don't get only going around that you want to collect the money. But if you get to someone's office, the person hasn't registered for VAT, just carry the books along, register the person, and save the person the VAT books. When you come back next time and the person is selling without issuing the VAT books, VAT receipt to his customers,
That's when you
can
can-
hold the person accountable. But all of us together, all of us, you and I, if you go out to buy anything from any market from Abazuka, anywhere in the country,
take your VAT receipt.
demand if your fitter say I'm going to buy your car engine or your part 3,000, 5,000, demand your VAT receipt.
receipts. Yes.
That's the only way we can build Ghana together.
That's-
This advert I'm doing it free for Ghana for GRA. But I'm a citizen.
You're doing so
citizen.
well with that.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And that was something Awingo Best is Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association here in Ghana. I am Doreen Arthur, and that's it for Breakfast 247. My beautiful outfit is from Adun Corporate Wear, located inside Banana IB.
Your audio is good. You didn't give me some.
I'll give you some. Don't worry. We'll talk about it.
Draw.
And that's it for Breakfast 247. Have a good morning.
Thank you.
Why a rich? Why a cradle? For we feed to 90.3